You download a virtual LAN program and then turn it on.
Yeah, there is no like Steam server support for Hearts of Iron 3 or like Victoria 2. A lot of the older games that have that are Paradox games don't have any sort of matchmaking server available for them for you to connect to. So you're gonna have to use some kind of virtual LAN program like Hamachi. I know there's probably 3 or 4 other ones out there that are free. Game Ranger, I think, is one of them.
Evolve is one.
Evolve. I mean, there's plenty of them out there, so you just need to make sure you connect it up, and a lot of them are free.
Yeah.
Just make sure when you do the installation, you don't try to install other software with it too, because that's how some of them make their money is that they put another software package with it.
Yeah, when you go to install, it's like, hey, do you want to install these 5 antivirus programs too?
Yeah, but essentially, you're just putting together a virtual network of your own, so that your copies of your games can talk together with each other. So,
like we installed Hamachi. Bob made a Hamachi server. I joined it. And just make a name and a password. He gave me the name and the password. I put them in. Joined it. Started up Hearts of Iron 3. Went to multiplayer. I hosted a game. He hit join game and put in my virtual IP address, and there it was. That was literally all there was to it. It took no time whatsoever. We got together an hour before the stream started to try to iron out any problems, and then there weren't any problems, so we just shot the shit for 45 minutes.
And that's when we decided to start making joke names.
Yeah. I made a little joke name, and then Bob made a slightly bigger joke name, and then Bob backed out because he came up with a better joke name and came back in. Then I closed the game down because I came up with a better joke name for myself, and then we remade the game. It was gorgeous. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
And then Boondoff, Bobbler, and Benito and Magnussini were born.
Yep. I am going to be back. I'm just going to leave this going on speed 3. I'm just going to hit the head real quick, and I'll be right back.
And then everything fell apart. Okay, so I really just have all my guys marching to Berlin so I can sort out the organization of them. Because the OOB is the thing that you don't have to deal with in Hearts of Iron 4 at all. Hearts of Iron 3 you do. So you gotta figure out who's going to be with what command group and all that kind of stuff, and how I'm going to invade Poland and all that stuff, which I figure I'm going to go ahead and attack Poland from the west, moving eastward is my plan so far for Poland. I feel like it's a good plan. It's a strong plan. It's a Bob plan. That's the important part. That's Bob plan. So, yeah. I'm probably going to see if I can't invade them early again, like I did last time, too. Because I think last time we played, it was like either mid or late 37, I had just marched across and taken Poland, and I had left Ben gobsmacked, which was really, really enjoyable.
Gobsmacked.
Yes.
Smacked by the gob.
Your reaction to it was just one that was just like, how and why did you do that, Bob? It's just kind of like, as I kind of recall.
Because I can?
Lebensraum waits for no man.
Exactly.
All right, so now I've finally got the tank and aircraft stuff here, so I want to pause this.
All right.
So it's paused. All right, so light protection will allow your aircraft to maintain greater range and speed in combat with less fuel usage.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm okay.
That's a paddling.
When's the next Real World Series?
Do you have that sound effect? That's
no, but I'm writing it down because that's fucking happening. That's a paddling. I'm writing that one down. Someone just asked what the next Real World Series is. When 1.0 comes out, me and Mrs. Magnus will play. Do you have a
so this is actually trading off, light or heavy aircraft and tanks, then, is what this is doing here.
Yeah. So light aircraft are easier produced but easier to shoot down, and they have a longer range. Heavy aircraft are tougher, so they're harder to shoot down, and they do more damage, but they have a smaller range and take up more fuel. And then, like gasoline engines are more I think they're more prone to breakdown, and they're a little weaker, but they're faster. And diesel engines, I think, are tougher.
Their heart attack is down on diesel engines.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, well, it depends on what it is. Like the heavy aircraft diesel engine cast armor is minus 5% heart attack, but combat move speed is up, air org is up, armor build speed is up, air intercept efficiency is up.
Thanks, Flaming Kitty.
So that's all stuff. Thanks for following, Nelson.
Did we just make a Simpsons joke and then Nelson started following you?
That might have happened. Well, I think I'm gonna go with light aircraft diesel engine welded armor.
That's
'Cause
generally what I do.
Because I don't mind the build speed being a little bit longer if it means I hit harder and I move faster.
Yeah. And
so we'll go with that.
light aircraft is good for Germany because Germany has a lot of air bases, but once you get into Russia, a good air base is few and far between, so range is important. Is Turkey capable of doing anything in this game? Yes, if you use the no neutrality cheat so you can gobble up some miners early, then you could do something.
So now let's go and talk about how we're going to demonetize the series. The final solution has now appeared.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen.
So labor camps, build labor and concentration camps, build labor. I mean, it's not very descriptive here. It just says gain tech.
Gain tech because of killing Jews? What?
Well, it depends on how heinous I want to be, I guess. So if I build labor camps only, it's gained 1 tech. Build labor concentration camps is 2 techs. Build labor concentration and extermination camps gain 3 techs. So I don't know what exactly it is. Is it an infrastructure thing? Is it chemical?
I don't know.
I mean, this is where we're gonna find out truly how much of a monster Bob is. I guess
Somebody in my chat just goes, "It's the final countdown." And demonetized.
I guess
copyright strike, demonetized. The series is all fucked.
Well, conscripted labor was not unheard of, and that's even the thing that happens today. Even when the U.S. is fighting in Afghanistan, that happens where we will go to the countryside and see if there's any civilians that want to work. Under the command structure, we pay them, but.
Do you want to work? No. Do you want to work under the threat of pain and death? Sure.
I will build labor camps. I don't know what that did for me, but away we went. So on pause time, and we're now at speed 3 again.
So someone also asked Bob when we're going to do the next EU4 multiplayer series, and I think I can handle that when we get around to it.
Well, I mean, there hasn't really been a major DLC, really.
All right, I mean, if we're going to do it, we're going to have to come up with some sort of shtick for it, because it's not like it's going to be based around a DLC or something like that. But that's not hard to do with EU4. Do custom nations.
I've had a lot of people ask me for doing an HRE type game in East Asia, but I don't think East Asia is a good place to do that sort of thing.
Where's a good place to do an HRE style game? Europe.
Now it's time for the Polizei. Set up internal police buildings.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. That happened.
Oh, nope, that needed to be up. That needed to be up. I didn't want to put that down.
More efficient laws can be enacted. Let's take a look at this.
I'll put it down. I'll put it on speed 2 while you're doing that.
3-year draft can be enacted as conscription laws. Because I don't really need more manpower now, though, because I've got 2.1 million people, right? 2,102 is 2 million, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it reads as
a manpower is 1,000 men.
So what else can I change? War economy can be enacted.
Oh, do that.
We're on full mobilization right now. Yeah, we want to go war economy.
War!
Money
Go to war!
15%. So IC is 25%, so that's an additional 15% increase. Leadership modifiers down by 5. Consumer goods during peacetime is plus 15%, so that's actually going to be a pretty big hit. And then daily descent change is plus 1%. Officer recruitment is up by 5, so we'll go and go to war economy.
Do it! I added a bunch
war economy! We're going to war economy!
War! We're going to war economy!
Then there's the specialist training. Is that worthwhile? I think I looked at this before and I wasn't impressed with it.
Specialist training increases training time and cost, I think, but then gives you more experience when you come out of training.
Supply consumption goes up too by 4 times. I think I'm going to say no to that, actually.
So someone showed up to chat and was like, I showed up and Bob was immediately talking about extermination camps. Good timing.
Also, Jews in Diablo.
How much did you miss? It's only about 5 weeks. We've been playing pretty slow because we're just doing the setup right now.
Because Bob's a noob.
I added a bunch of sound effects from Aliens because Leah's playing Alien Isolation. I got War, we're going to war, but that's been on for a while. And then Marines, we are leaving.
He actually doesn't say that.
Do you remember
yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. He says Drake, we're leaving.
No, he says Marines, we are leaving.
No, I looked at the quote. It's actually Drake. He says Drake because the guy's name is Drake.
There's nobody named Drake in that movie.
Yes, there is. Drake is the other smart gun guy.
Wait, was it? Wait. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Hicks.
He got hit with the acid.
Yeah, he gets acided in the face. Hey, somebody cue that up right now. It's pulled directly from the goddamn movie. Somebody cue up Marines, we are leaving. Right now. Do it in chat. So, SFX Marines.
The whore is
No!
pregnant.
That's the whore is pregnant! That's not the right one!
How did you mix
Okay,
those two
okay,
up?
fuck you,
You
Bob.
had
It
one
does kind
job.
of... Now that you say it, it just kind of sounds like Drake, we are leaving. But
Well,
I believe
no,
it.
I looked at the quote. I didn't like look it up. Like I incidentally found it, and it's like because I thought it was Marines were leaving too initially.
It does
it's
kind of
not
sound
that.
like he's saying, Drake, we are leaving. I mean, the smart rifle sound effect is going on over it, so I think there's a little bit of of an excuse there, but it does sound like he's saying Drake. I just forgot that Drake was there at that point. I forgot. It's been a while since I watched it.
Well, it's just like 30 seconds before he gets hit with the acid
An
splash
acid to the
because-
face.
Because Vasquez like blows the alien away next to him.
Wait, was that... No, it wasn't the shotgun to the mouth. It was... Shotgun to the mouth was when Hudson gets hit.
She had her pulse rifle and she
Yeah.
shot an alien, and then acid, and then bad day was had.
We got a Blacker Ice link. Go into my Discord and go to Hoy Chat. I think it's pinned in there.
Mr. Booze.
Mr. B-double-O-Z. But I'm not drinking right now. I just checked it. He says Drake. It sounds like Marines. Everybody thinks it's Marines. I'm not... I understand that it's wrong, but I'm not changing my sound effect. Q. It's still gonna be SFX Marines. God, everything. I thought that said Marines for 20 years. Fuck me. Everything in my life is a lie.
I bet it's okay, really.
It's not.
So where are all of my? Here we go.
But that sounds so... That's... Marines we are leaving just sounds better. Ben's world has been shaken. Everything is a lie.
How do I select multiple?
Also, did anybody know that the other smart gun's name was Drake right off the bat? Because you only know the names. Everybody knows the names of some of the people in that movie. Hudson, Hicks, Vasquez. And those are the ones. Apone. Gorman. I can't name any of the other Marines, though. Because they're all there just to die in that first ambush.
Well, Frost is carrying all the ammo that then blows up. He's the other black guy. Apone's the other. He's the sergeant.
Yeah, Apo's a sergeant. I didn't know the name of the other black guy because he immediately blows up and like falls down an elevator shaft or something like that. So we always just call him the other black guy.
I can't select multiple things through the outliner, can I?
No, if you want to select like, what are you trying to select?
Multiple aircraft.
Select one aircraft on the map, zoom out, hold down shift, and do a box select over Germany.
Okay, because I was trying to just get all my aircraft. I had them sorted, but then like a shit ton of them just spawned out of nowhere.
Yeah. Just if you select one of something and then do a box select, it only selects units of the same type. So you can do that with ships.
Oh,
or
excellent.
airplane.
Okay.
Yeah. God damn.
Okay,
Bishop.
all you
Bishop
go-
Bishop's the android, not one of the Marines. He doesn't count.
Look, if you can't remember the Lance Henriksen characters from any movie, then you're a bad moviegoer.
Did you see Alien Covenant?
I unfortunately did, yes.
Okay, I don't need to ask you anything else then. You use the word unfortunate in the answer, so we're of the same mind.
Hey,
Enough said.
let's make bad choices over the next 2 hours.
I feel like you watch Aliens and sometimes you're like, wow, these guys made a couple poor decisions. Maybe they were like the B crew. That's why they're all on this like shit run. But then you watch Alien Covenant and it's like, okay, if they were the B crew, these guys are the fucking like F crew. They are so far down the line. They make so many bad choices. Like what really got of all of the individual bad choices everybody made in that, what really gets me is when they start bringing the ship that's filled with 5,000 frozen colonists down into the atmosphere while like a hurricane's raging, and the AI is like, "Hey, Captain, this is a really bad idea, and the ship might blow up, and everybody might die. So, you shouldn't do this. And he's just like, yeah, I know everybody might die, but that one person's down there I gotta save. Fuck the colonists. Override.
Let's talk about unit construction.
Okay.
Because I know this changed from what you said.
Yeah.
So
you're
let's
making
talk
a
about
division?
that. I am. I've got a whole bunch of IC that's like available. and I
Okay,
need to build stuff.
so, first thing, Division HQ.
All right, let me find division.
All the way at the
HQ.
bottom.
Of course, it's at the bottom.
Yeah, because it's the first thing you build, so it's at the bottom. It makes perfect sense, Bob. Get your head out of your ass.
I'm sorry. Stop yelling at me.
Next thing is to pick a type of transport that is applicable to what they're doing. So, like, horse transport would be good for anybody, for, like, special forces that's going to be in mountains and shit like that, because Jeeps don't drive up up mountains very good. Camels are good for me, for, like, North Africa. Light trucks are good for, supply, for, just small units, or units that are in, easy to access area. Trucks are going to be, like, what you're going to do for, big infantry divisions and for big panzer divisions and stuff like that.
Okay, well, let's go and start building a large infantry division is what we'll do here.
Okay, so I would go with just truck transport then.
Okay, I figured.
Then what I would suggest doing is going up to the top and starting with your infantry, your actual infantry foot regiments. And this is the bulk of your division, so I would start with maybe 2 of those.
Infantry foot support?
Mm-hmm. No, not support. Go all the way up to the top, and it's like, for me, it's like the 5th or 6th thing down.
Okay, here we go. Just infantry foot.
Yeah, infantry foot is like full big regiments of infantry. It's like thousands of men, and support is just like 1 brigade.
Okay, all right. So, and what's my maximum number of brigades I can have in this? 10. I
10.
got up to 10. So that's up. That's been increased, I think, from the last time we played.
Yeah.
Black
Last
Eyes.
time I think it was 6, and you can go up to 7 or 8. Then just go down and start filling in items that you think would be good with your infantry, like artillery, anti-aircraft guns, anti-tank guns.
Well, definitely anti-aircraft because you need anti-aircraft.
Yeah,
to apparently
you
shoot
actually
down aircraft.
need
Like
anti-aircraft
that makes
guns.
sense making.
Yeah, it makes sense. And if you're looking at this and you see there's anti-aircraft, and then there's anti-aircraft support, anything that says support on it will be a smaller division. So like a company instead of a brigade, or a brigade instead of a regiment, or something like that.
I mean, in general, you don't want to be sticking because this foot infantry here, like putting a motorized support unit with it isn't going to do anything for it.
You're gonna suck down a lot of fuel, but you're not gonna go any faster because your division can only go as fast as the slowest unit, and you're marching them on foot.
Yeah, so that doesn't actually add anything. I mean, I'm looking at the stat line too, and it doesn't do anything
Yeah.
except eat more supplies. So fuck you.
Yeah. There you can put in combat engineers. There's machine gun battalions, which add in. I think they're good for like toughness or something like that. Field hospital reduces casualties. Recon is good, because knowing where the enemy is important.
Why does a medium field artillery piece consume more fuel than a heavy one?
I would imagine because it's tougher to tow around, so you get less, fuel economy.
So fuck that. We're just kind of not gonna move it.
Yeah.
I've got 2 infantry. So right now I've got like 2 infantry. I'm putting heavy field artillery with this, anti-aircraft, combat engineers, machine gun support, transport trucks, and division HQ right now. So I'm at 8. So I can put 2 more things into this if I wanted to.
So if you want, you can make the divisions more divisiony by putting in more infantry, or you could put in more support. Like do you have recon in there?
No, I don't.
Put in some recon. Recon's good.
Recon.
There's only, I think there's like horse recon, maybe motorized recon or something like that. Recon's good because
recon mounted or
it increases your combined arms bonus, which is super sweet. Combined arms is always a good thing.
Yeah.
Second London Naval Treaty. Sign the treaty. My relations go up, but I gain dissent and lose unity. Oh, fuck the treaty.
Okay, I'm just going to add, I guess, a last infantry foot in here. So I've got 3 infantry, field artillery, heavy, anti-aircraft, combat engineers, machine gun support, not the motorized stuff, because fuck that.
Yeah,
Light
you don't
recon mounted, because they're not moving very fast anyway. The heavy trucks, and then Division HQ.
Sounds
so
good.
10 of 10 there.
Sounds good.
So now all these combined arm bonuses here.
Any commanders like Rommel? I don't get Rommel. If anybody can name a single Italian field commander, you let me know right off the top of your head. See you, Ruger. What are Division HQ again for? Division HQ allows you to have combined arms bonuses. If you don't put an HQ in there, you don't get combined arms bonus, and your divisions fight like shit. It's there to simulate the fact that soldiers need a command like hierarchy to be able to effectively fight. And Romolo is not an Italian battle commander.
Well, not with that attitude. So how many of these should I actually make here?
What I usually do is build them in groups of 5. So, because five infantry.
That's a whole corps.
That's a whole corps. So I build them in
Right.
one corps at a time.
Okay, so do like serial. We'll do serial 4, parallel 5.
Yeah. That's really good. That's generally about what I do.
Okay, we'll leave it at the bottom because we got a whole bunch of other stuff that needs to come in. I still have more production available. Ah, my god. Okay, maybe we'll do more supply. Maybe
Interceptors are really important for Germany.
Air Force construction, interceptor, single engine.
Exactly.
We'll
Single
build
engine.
serial-
Hey, Bandit.
We'll build 5 of the interceptors.
Man, oh my god, the best Italian general is skill level 2.
I still have a bunch of IC on the production queue too. I've still got shit tons available.
Eat a bag of dicks.
Oh, I'm so rich! My diamond shoes pinch when I walk, and my wallet is too full of 50s to close appropriately. How awful for me!
You don't have to yell at me about it.
I actually do have more IC than I expected. I've got 153.
I guess I'm going to put some of this into equipment upgrades, I guess is what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep my supply production up.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Equipment upgrades are really important.
Okay, so I've got production IC to spare, essentially. Because we're talking about finishing the Hipper, few destroyer flotillas, the Scharnhorst, and the Gneisenau. So
those are all things.
yeah, so we've got ships on the line. Maybe I should also put some submarines in here too.
Could be worse. I could have. Somebody said it could be worse. I could have Austro-Hungarian generals for World War I.
All right, so we got our first labor camp in Berlin and Koblenz. Excellent.
Huzzah! Oh, I mean, maybe not cheer that. It's just my natural state of being, cheering.
Give me air bases in East Prussia. Let's do that.
You'll get a lot of those events that are like, hey, trade in some IC to build some air bases. Kind of the only place you need them are East Prussia and like West Germany, because that's where you're gonna have the ones in East Prussia will be good for the initial stages of Barbarossa, and the ones in West Germany will be good for fighting American bombers. It will spam you those events. Just don't take all of them because it's just a waste of IC. Dinah, why are you hanging out over here?
Whoops.
I can't wait to play Jurassic Park Evolution and name dinosaurs after viewers and animals.
I'm gonna build some long-range subs. Is what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna build a Brontosaurus and name it after my cat.
That's not a thing Italy can do right now.
Oh, right. Yeah, wrong game. Sorry. Also, Frostpunk.
Well, all those air bases filled in my production queue nicely, at least.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's all gonna get done, and then we're gonna have the whole IC problem again, where we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do with all of our IC that we're gonna have.
Snow eases off. Was it snowing somewhere? Oh, it's March. Dinah, what are you doing? My viewer's just seeing a cat tail constantly walking back and forth in front of the camera. Oh, is it time for food? Have you been fed? Or are you just being annoying for the sake of being annoying? But you're
What's
so
the maximum
cute.
number of planes you can have a wing? It's like 6 before the efficiency goes down.
I'm not exactly sure. I generally put it at about 5 or 6. Like 4 to 6 is usually what I use. I'm using 4 right now because that's what my airbase can support.
So that's IC, that's money, fuel, supplies, there they are. So we're producing more supplies than we need, right? So where is the stockpile going to be empty? Oh, probably because the tick hasn't happened yet. That's why.
Yeah. Also, so the way supplies work in Hearts of Iron 3 is the stockpile is how many supplies are, like, literally just sitting in warehouses in Berlin. It doesn't account for the supplies that have been dispatched from Berlin but have not arrived at the units yet. So a lot of times what could happen is there'll just be a lag between, like, you know, supply and demand and things like that.
Right.
Cat wants attention from its slave. Yep. Yes, it does.
I see wasted. Reinforcement and upgrades. Okay, well, we can probably turn the reinforcements down since we're not actually fighting anybody.
Yeah, well, it may have just been like an increase in law allowed you to field more troops or something like that, but then you fielded all those troops and you didn't need to do it anymore. Because you only need to do reinforcements when people are dead.
Equipment upgrades will go ahead and tone down because we don't need to upgrade equipment that quickly. Upgrades are cool, but we want to.
But you got a little time before shit hits the shitter.
What? Declare war on Poland? You say?
Wait, what? Oh, you're fucking with me.
Industry prepares for war. Yes.
Where's Ethiopia's VPs? There's that one. Addis Ababa.
You see their capital? Yes.
Just that. Yeah, it's there. Thanks for the follow, J-Prick.
Okay, so pool of influence changes. That's the diplomatic influence. Okay.
Yeah.
Espionage. I've got 11 spies. I should do more spying, shouldn't I? Who should I spy on? I'm gonna spy on the French for French reasons. No.
For German reasons?
French reasons because they're Frenchies.
Because
only the French would be so dishonorable. That's why it's French.
The highest threat to Yugoslavia is Poland. I'm wondering what those diplomats said to each other.
Our pierogies are the best.
Oh, I could go for some pierogies. I could definitely go for some pierogies.
Oh, counter espionage, France 2. Yeah, you tell them, Jay Vitovsky.
No,
wait, how do I say that? Jay Vitkovsky. I think. Okay, yeah.
It's gonna be real fun.
Here we go. So we're gonna go really like, not railroad on this. We're gonna try to launch coups inside France.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like where this is going. Can Ben use Italian accent for the rest of the stream? Absolutely not. I would like to retain my viewership. Oh man, you guys are in for a treat when me and Bob, when we start our new D&D game, because me and Bob are playing Poles. That's gonna be fun. What was our name again? Kaczynski?
You selected the name. I don't remember exactly what it is. I can look it up real quick. There's not a lot going on. Let me go to Roll20 real quick.
I think our because me and Bob's D&D characters are brothers, and I'm pretty sure their last name is Kaczynski.
Why am I not signed into Roll20? Sleeping Giants. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. What does a Pole accent sound like? It basically just sounds like an Eastern European accent. Racist accents for the win. I'm part Italian. I can make fun of Italians. Like, I'm part Italian and part Polish, so I'm allowed to make fun of anything Italian or Polish. It's allowed.
I put it in my chat. It's KAWCZYNSKI.
Yeah.
Rovchinsky? Kovchinsky?
I
don't know how to say it.
I think it's Kaczynski.
Shameful display! Shameful display!
I don't think the Polish people have an accent. Well, if you're Polish and you're speaking English, chances are you're gonna have an accent. Just like anybody from any region that learns a different language from a different region are probably going to be speaking with an accent unless you went through a lot of training to not have a regional dialect. I mean, most Eastern European accents in English sound relatively similar.
Kaczynski. Okay, so yeah, Boloslav is telling me, even though he's Austrian. They've got a lot of Polish in Vienna, apparently, is the source on this.
Sounds about right. Hey, I've got a couple...
He's closer to Poland than either of us, so...
Alright, so...